which is 30. 30 plus here 30 plus. Now what we need to do? We need to add next number, that is 32. Now it is 32. After this, now what I want to do is, see here, so here someone is, what is the code if we include 0 in our number while reversing? Same thing will work out. Okay, see, please, if you have questions, ping me at the end of the session. Okay, so that it won't the session won't be get disturbed. So please, everyone, keep your microphones in a mute mode. So if you won't keep your microphones in mute mode, I'll remove you from the session. Okay, good. So here, see, we'll see whether it is work for whether the number is having 0 or not. Yeah, I'll execute this program. For that, yeah, I'll give number like 1, 0, 2, 3. It's working, right? So either it will work for whether it is having 0s also, it will work. There is no issues. Okay. Okay, good. Now here, what I'm doing here, I'm saying reverse equals to 3 into 10 plus 2. So in the second iteration, it is performing this action. Again, in the next line, we need to reduce one digit from the number. If you reduce one digit from the number will become 1. Now number will become 1. So again, we need to check the condition, that is 1 is greater than 0 or not. Yes, whenever this condition is satisfied, we need to take a reminder. If you take reminder, now it is 1. After taking reminder equals to 1, here what happens? Here, if you take reminder equals to 1, it will perform reverse operation. Previously in the reverse, we'll be having 32. 32 into 10, which is 320, plus we need to add reminder, that is 1. So now it is 321. For the next iteration, if you reduce one digit from the number will become 0. So coming to the number equals to 0, here what happens? So coming to the number equals to 0, here our condition will be false, that is 0 greater than 0. This condition will be false. Whenever this condition fails, our program comes out of the loop. So whenever our program terminates, it will display the result which is present in the reverse. So finally, in this program, in the reverse, finally we'll be having 321. It will display 321. If you take user-defined input like 123. Okay, here I'll keep 123 only, so that while tracing the program, it'll get a little bit clarity. Okay, it's about reversing it. After that, coming to the palindrome program. So what do you mean by palindrome? If reverse of a number equals to number, that is said as palindrome, isn't it? For that, what I'll do is, till here everything is same. That's why here I'm copy pasting same program. After copy pasting this program, see here, I want to print the content present in number. Reverse, I want to print the content of reverse. After that, I want to display the content present in n also. So here I'll give input like 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you're getting output like 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're getting n value like 0. Here you're getting n value like 0. Why you're getting n value like 0? See here, finally, whatever the user defined input we are taking, by applying this condition, we are making that number to 0 finally. We are making this number to 0. But in the future, for the comparison purpose, we need to have whatever the input we are taking here. So here, coming to the palindrome, if number equals to reverse of a number, that is said as palindrome, right? We need to check this condition. To check this condition, whenever we take user-defined input, we need to store that user-defined variable in one dummy variable. So for that, here I'm saying d equals to n. Means before performing operations on the number, we are storing that number in another variable, that is d. Okay. Now here what I want to do is, after executing this entire program, I want to check if d equals to reverse. If d equals to reverse, we need to print output like palindrome. Here I want to print output like palindrome. And coming to the next here, else we need to print output like not a palindrome. It's a very simple approach. I am writing in a very simple way. But in a coding questions, you'll get an output. You'll get a pattern like, so print in a specific pattern. Like here, initially we need to display the value present in D. After that, it needs to display value present in reverse. And in between, we need to get equals to symbol. If both are same, we'll get such kind of problem. We'll see before this. Yeah, 121. So here, if you reverse this 121, it is 121 only. So here it is a palindrome. That's why here we are getting output like palindrome. Now here what I want to do is, for the same program, I'll add a little bit makeup. Now here I'll use format specifier approach. F of here, I'll keep first bracket. In this bracket, I want to keep D value. And here I'll keep equals to. And here in this bracket, I want to keep reverse. And here I want to say like hence palindrome. Similarly, here also I want to do same thing. Flower bracket. In this flower bracket, I want to display D value not equals to. In the second bracket, I want to specify reverse, hence not a palindrome. So here, to make understandable to the machine this stuff, here we need to specify character F, that is format specifier. It's asking us to enter a number 1221. So here it is giving this one as an output. 1221 is equals to 1221, hence palindrome. So here it is about reversing a number. So coming to the string palindrome, this is a very easy program, guys. Coming to the string palindrome, it's a very easy program. Initially, we need to define an input string. First, we need to define an input string. So here I'm saying input enter A. Here I'm saying input of enter A. Means here I'm taking user defined input in the form of string. After that, here what I'll say is simply in a single line, I'll say if A equals to B of colon minus 1. A equals to B of colon minus 1 means, sorry, if A equals to A of colon minus 1. It is nothing but here A will contain original string. Whatever the string you are defining here, that is stored in A. After that, here I am performing reverse of a string. A colon minus 1 means we are reversing that string. If reverse of a string equals to original string, if reverse of a string equals to original string, print palindrome. And here else print not a palindrome. Here it is a program. So here what I'll do is good. So here I need to enter a user defined string. I'll enter madam. Coming to the string madam, it is a palindrome. So here it is giving output like palindrome. See, coming to this madam string, if you read this string madam in both the sides, it will be madam only. That's why here you're getting output like palindrome. Sorry, it is about palindrome program. After that, I'll explain you Armstrong number program. Your next program will be Armstrong number. I'll explain you perfect number program also. Don't worry. So coming to the Armstrong number, what do you mean by Armstrong number? What do you mean by Armstrong number? So here, let's suppose if you take number like, if you take 3-digit number. So in this, first what we need to do is, we need to count number of digits. In this number, we'll be having 3 digits. Now what we need to do is, on each and every number, we need to keep power of number of digits. So here we need to take 1 power 3 plus 5 power 3 plus we need to say 2 power 3. If it is equals to 152 again, after performing this action, if it is equals to original number, such kind of numbers are said as Armstrong numbers. So here I took a 3-digit number. At the time I'm keeping power 3. Let's suppose if you have 4-digit number, like if you consider 1442. Let's suppose if you have 1443. Let's suppose if you have this number. At this time, if you count number of digits, here we'll be having number of digits like 4. Now what we need to do is, on each and every digit, we need to perform this action. 1 power 4 plus, we need to say 4 power 4 plus we need to say again 4 power 4 plus we need to say 5 power 3 power 4. So here whenever you perform this action, if it is equals to this original number, if it is equals to see after performing this action, if this number is equals to 1443, such kind of numbers are said as Armstrong numbers. Such kind of numbers are said as Armstrong numbers. So here I will use the basics till now I'm familiar with. So first is, so in yesterday's session we saw the counting number of digits. First what we need to do, we need to count number of digits. To count number of digits, where is the program you will be having? Yeah, at the bottom of this thing, it might be. Yeah, here counting number of digits program. Simply I'll copy paste this program. Control C. Yeah, I'll copy paste that program. So from this program, we'll get a number of digits present in a number. From this program, we'll get a number of digits present in a program. Now, after this, after counting number of digits, what we need to do? So after this program, we need to perform sum of the digits. So here we need to perform sum of the digits only, but we need to perform sum of the digits operation by making power of number of digits. That is the action we need to perform. So here, finally, in this case, we are making this number equals to 0. We are making this number equals to 0. But I want to store this number in one more variable. Here I'm saying d equals to n. Now, here again, what I'll do is I'll copy paste sum of the digits logic. There it is. Yeah, above this, I think. Yeah, here only will be having. Yeah, counting number of digits, sum of the digits. Simply, what I'll do is I'll copy paste this portion from here onwards. So here I'll copy paste these two programs and I'm printing these two programs in this. So to make you familiar with it, coding only I'm copy pasting, I'm relevanting all the programs. I'll declare this s equals to 0 in the top. So here itself I'll specify. Yeah. So here, yeah, what I will do is, yeah, I'll perform this action after making number in the form of positive. So here I'll keep it b equals to number. On the d, I want to store number. After this, here initially I want to count number of digits present in it. Finally, we made this number equals to 0 and we stored it in a d. Here I'm saying d equals to the number greater than 0. So here I want to take last digit from the number, that is here I'm saying d percentile 10. After that, here I want to perform summing operation, not in a basic way. Reminder power c. Every time to add that number, we need to perform reminder power c operation on the number. Here I'm saying reminder power c. Finally, here I'm keeping d flow division of 10. I'm reducing a digit from a number. I'll check whether it is working or not. Yeah, good. It's working perfectly. Now what I'll do is, yeah, I'll give some number, like I'm giving 153. So it is giving 153. So here to validate it, to check it, what I'll do is I'll say 1 star star 3 plus 5 star star 3 plus, I'm validating this, 3 star star 3. Yeah, yes, it is equals to 153. 153, see, 1 power 3, 3, 5 power 3, 125, 125 plus 27. 125 plus 27, 152, 152 plus 1, 153. It means it is working. Yes, this logic is perfect. See guys, here I did not did anything. Simply I copy pasted counting number of digits program first. After that, I copy pasted sum of the digits program. So while performing sum of the digits, we are taking each and every digit from backside, right? So here also I'm doing same thing. After that, here, while adding this reminder to the number, what I'm doing is for this reminder, I'm keeping power C. Power C is nothing but here I'm multiplying each and every digits with the number of digits present on that number. That is the meaning of it. Okay, so here it is a very basic program coming to this palindrome, sorry, Armstrong number. But here we did not print it whether it is an Armstrong number or not. So here we did not print it whether it is Armstrong number or not. So to do that thing, what I'll do is here again I want to store This result in one more variable. Here I'll say b. Let's suppose I'm taking one more dummy variable. Here I'm taking b. So here I'm saying b equals to d equals to number. Now here what I'll do is, here finally after performing this action, I want to check this condition. If sum equals to b, if sum equals to b, we need to print output like Armstrong number. We need to print output like Armstrong number. Else, if this condition is fails, then I want to print output like not an Armstrong number. Print here, I'll print output like not an Armstrong number. Okay, so here it is the program. Now I'll execute this program. So here the number familiar to me is 153 only. I'm giving 153. So whenever you enter 123, so sum of the digits is 153 only. It is equals to original number. At the time it is giving output like Armstrong number. It's giving output like Armstrong number. Now here we'll see the program for perfect number. So coming to the perfect number, it's a different program compared to this Armstrong number. So coming to the perfect number, sum of the factors of the number equals to number. Sum of the factors of the number equals to number. Such kind of numbers are said as Armstrong numbers. So if you consider 6, factors of 6 will be 1. After this we'll be having 2. After this we'll be having 3. So here if you see, we should not consider this original number. So here if you added up all these factors, if it is equals to this number, that is said as perfect number. So here 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equals to 6 only. Hence it is said as a perfect number. If you take one more example, here let's suppose I'm taking 28. So if you take factors of 28, 1, 2, 4, 7, 14. These are the factors of 28. 14 plus 7, 21, 21 plus 4, 25, 25 plus 3, 28. So it is equals to 28. Hence it is also a perfect number. So here it is a program of perfect number. See guys, here coming to the Armstrong number, we can reduce the size of the program also. We can reduce code size also by performing some few simplistic operations. Like to count the number of digits, here to count the number of digits, we can reduce this logic. Please guys, I'm requesting you to keep your microphones in mute mode. Please keep your microphones in mute mode. Okay. Now what I want to do is, here I want to reduce this entire logic, like counting number of digits portion. I want to reduce this entire portion. To reduce that portion, what I'll do is simply I'll copy paste this code first. Sorry, yeah, I'm copy pasting it. Now here what I want to do is, I want to reduce this entire portion, that is counting number of digits portion. So here what I'll do is, I'll say C equals to length of str of, here I'll say number. Now here what I'm doing is, I'm typecasting this integer in the form of string. On the string I'm applying length function. Length function will return number of digits present in it, and I'm storing that thing in variable C. Simple. Now I'm executing this program. I want to check whether it works or not. 153. Yeah, it's working perfectly. So that if you look at the C, whenever you want to do any program or any project, the simple thing is, first you should go with the basic approach or traditional approach. So after getting output in a traditional approach, you need to try a lot of shortcuts, a lot of different ideas which you are getting, so that your skills will be enhanced. Otherwise, there is see, if you follow only one pattern, if you stick to only one kind of programming, that won't be enough to build your career nowadays. Okay, please guys, you should follow a lot of approaches and you need to practice more things. Then only you'll get a job easily nowadays. Okay, so it's about the thing. Now here we'll come to the perfect number program. So coming to the perfect number program, what we need to do, see here, we need to take all the factors of the number and we need to add all these factors. So here initially what I want to do is, we need to take one user defined number to check whether it is a perfect number or not. We need to take one user defined number in the form of integer. So here I'm saying int of input of enter a number. Initially, I want to enter a number. After entering this number, now what I want to do is I want to check the condition like while number is less than, yeah, this one only, right? Yeah, not this one. While I is less than number. If I is less than number, then only I want to proceed into it. After that, before this, I want to initialize I equals to 1. I want to check factors from I equals to 1 onwards. Here I'm keeping I equals to 1. After this, after taking I equals to 1, here what I'll do is, here I want to check the condition. That is, if number is divisible with I. If number is divisible with I. So if you divide number with I, if it gives reminder like 0, means it is divisible with I. So whenever this condition is satisfied, we need to perform sum plus equals to I. Sum plus equals to I. So initially I want to define sum equals to 0. Okay. After this, here what I'll do is, here I'll say, remind, no. Here what we need to do, see here, remember guys, someone might do a lot of mistakes here. So here, whenever this condition is satisfied, then only I want to perform the summing operation. And irrespective of this condition, I want to perform increment operation on this I. So I want to check same condition from I equals to 1 to 5. So for that, here we need to perform incrementation out of this indent. See here, equals to this if condition only, we need to perform this action. Remember, it's a very important thing. Otherwise, you will get an indent. So it will create an infinite loop, and it won't give any output. It will stuck there itself. Okay. Now here, yeah. Now what I did, yeah, I incremented I value. So finally, what I want to do is, I want to compare number with this result. If sum equals to reverse of a number. What happened? Yeah, if sum equals to reverse of a number. So sorry. Wait for a minute. It is disconnected. It's connecting again. Sorry guys, my mobile is disconnected. I'm connecting again. If sum equals to original number, if this condition is satisfied, at the time, what I want to do is, I want to say that number as a perfect number. So we can say this number as a perfect number. Else, if this condition is not satisfied, we can say that is not a perfect number. Print here, not a perfect number. I'm running this program. Connect without GPU. So here I'm entering number. Here I'll give a number like, yeah, 6 only I'll give. And yes, perfect. 6 is a perfect number. So here it is giving output like perfect number. So here it is about the program for perfect number. Here also I'm not doing anything. It's a very easy program. Initially I'm initializing a number. After that, I am initializing I equals to 1, sum equals to 0. After that, I am checking whether this I is less than original number or not. After that, we are checking whether this number is divisible with original number or not. Means first we need to check with 1. After that, we need to check with 2. After that, we need to check with 3. So we need to check from 1 to 5. While checking this number, whenever this condition is satisfied, we need to add up all those numbers and we need to store that thing in sum. After that, we need to increment I irrespective of this condition. After that, finally, after performing this entire action, we need to check whether sum equals to original number or not. If it is equals to, we need to say it's a perfect number, or else we need to say it's not a perfect number. That is the thing. And coming to the next thing, here we'll be having, here from the observation, what can we say is, see here, if you consider 28, what are the factors? 1, 2, 4, 17. Let's suppose if you consider 30, what are the factors of 30? 1, 2, 3. After that, we'll be having 5, 6. After that, we'll be having 15. These are the factors of 30. Apart from this, shall we have any factors, any other factors? No, we don't have any other factors. So here, from this, what I want to conclude is, so whenever you want to consider factors of a number, till half of the number only factors will exist. So coming to this 28, we'll be having factors till 14. Coming to this 6, we'll be having factors 3 till 3. So coming to the next 30, we'll be having factors till 15. Whereas coming to this thing, here we are checking, if you are taking number like 6, we are checking factors till 5. Means after 3, we are checking unnecessary 2 more conditions. If you take 28, we'll check this condition till 27. But we need not to check the condition till that portion. To avoid that thing, what I want to do is, simply in this program, I want to add one extra step. That is, here, I want to check this condition till half of the number only. Till half of the number only, I want to check this. Okay. Now here I want to run this portion. Now here I'll give some number. Let's suppose I'm giving 20. Yeah, it's also a perfect number. That's why it is giving output like perfect number. Hence, it is working perfectly. So here, by performing a few observations, you can reduce this kind of things. So that if you are writing a coding in a hacker rank kind of platforms, there you will get a good performance. Like here, your execution time will be very less. If your execution time is very less, with by passing all the test cases, you'll get good result or good rank. Okay, at the time you need to perform this kind of optimizations. It's about perfect number program, guys. With this, I'm concluding for while loop. And again, if possible, I'll come back to it while explaining a few programs coming to the interviews perspective or company coding perspective. And at the end of the data structures, after finishing data structures and comprehension topic, I'll explain it that stuff. There again, I'll use this while loop again. Okay. Now here I'll take you into the for loop. Coming to the for loop, I won't go deeper into it as of now. So I'll explain the basic syntax and I'll explain you few basic programs corresponding to for loop. Most widely, this for loop we use it in a data structures. After finishing data structures, again I'll come back to this for loop. So before that, here we'll see the syntax of for loop. So here, whatever the thing it might be, initially you need to understand syntax. So here initially we'll see for loop syntax. Coming to this for loop syntax, initially we need to specify for. Here initially we need to specify for keyword. After that, we need to specify value in iterable object. We need to specify value in iterable object. Here it is the syntax for variable, or for variable. In a simple words, we can say for variable in iterable object. And finally, after entering into this thing, here you can print any statement or statements. Here you can print any statement or statements. Okay, here it is the syntax of for loop. Whereas coming to this syntax here, iterable objects. So what do you mean by iterable objects? Till now we did not came across through this iterable object concept. But to give you a basic intuition of this iterable object, I'll take one basic example. So if we take strings, in the strings here, by using basic slicing, we can access any character from the slice. Sorry, any character from the string. or else we can perform any manipulation operations. So we can easily reverse the string, we can we can easily access any portion from the string. So here, whenever by using slicing, if you can able to perform any iterating kind of operations on the data structures, such kind of data structures are said as iterable objects. Coming to the string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary, these are iterable objects only. Whereas coming to the numbers are not iterable objects. So whatever the numbers will be having like integers. So let's suppose if you have number like 123. So let's suppose if you have number like 123, can you able to access one from this? Can you able to access two from it? No, we can't access numbers from a digit from a number. It is not possible to access digit from a numbers. Or in a simple words, we can say to consider sequence of numbers in the form of iterable object, you will be having a range function. For in the for loop, to consider integers or numbers in the form of iterable objects, here we are applying a range function. So by applying range function, we can take sequence of numbers. We can take sequence of numbers. Here what I'll do is, by taking help of range function, here what I'll do is, here I'll say range of, here I'll say, here in, you see the coming to the range function will be having standard syntax. It is similar to our basic slicing syntax only. So first we need to specify starting value unit. After specifying starting value, here we need to specify ending value. After specifying ending value, we need to specify step size. Here we need to specify step size. So here I'm specifying parameters in the range. We need to specify parameters in the range function. The entire objective of this range function is to consider sequence of numbers in the form of iterable object. Okay, so here these are the parameters. In coming to the range function, parameters will be separated with commas. Starting value, comma, ending value, comma, step size. Okay, now here what I'll do is I'll explain a few examples. Now I want to print numbers in the range of 1 to 10 only. I want to print numbers in the range of 1 to 10 only. So coming to this syntax also, here you need to remember one more thing. Here starting value. So if you don't specify starting value, by default it will be considered as 0. And here if you specify only one value in the range function, only if you specify only one value in a range function, that will be considered as ending value. And ending value always excluded. You remember, it is always excluded character or excluded value. And coming to this starting value, it is included value. It is included value. And coming to the next thing, coming to the step size parameter, by default it will be +1. Coming to the step size, by default it is +1. Okay. Now what I'll do is here, yeah, good. Now I'll take a few examples so that it will get you'll get more intuition, more clarity on it. Now here what I'll do is, here I'll say, yeah, I want to print numbers in the range of 1 to 10. So in a simple way, we can say for I in range of, we can say 1 comma 10. Let's suppose what happens if, we'll see what happens if we say 1:10. So here I want to print I. So whenever you print I, here it will give all the numbers till 1 to 9. So as I already told you, this ending value always excluded. So we need to include this number. To include this number here, we need to specify +1. So if you specify +1, what happened here? Unable to connect runtime. So God, again it is disconnected. Actually, my phone heated a lot, so by default, hotspot will be turned off. Yeah. Just wait, guys. I'll connect with the USB data. Now I connected S, it will connect back. Yeah, good. Yeah. So now what I'll do is I'll run this portion. It will connect to the server again. Connect without GPU. Okay, good. Yeah, it's connected. Now it will give output till 1 to 10. So here also we can use end attribute. So here I'm saying I comma. So here we printed all the numbers. Now what I'll do is here I'll print the numbers. Yeah, here I'll say for I in. What happens if you specify only one parameter in the range function? Let's suppose simply I'll specify 11 in it. After that, here I want to print I value. So here I'll print I. And here I'll specify separator like /t. Now you can see what happens if you perform this thing. So if you perform this thing, see here in the range function, if you specify only one value, it is considering this one as an ending value, and by default it is starting with 0. So here it is giving output from 0 to 10. So it is the thing happens with it. So after this, what I'll do is here I'll say for I in range of 1 comma 1. If you print I value, now what happens? See here, as I already told you, starting value always included and ending value always excluded. So finally, we need to give more priority to the ending value. Okay. Now what I'm doing is here, I'm specifying a range of 1 comma 1 and I'm printing I. So whenever you print this thing, it won't give anything in an output. So it means here it's giving output like it is not giving anything in an output. It means here we are including starting value and we are excluding starting value. So if you perform this action, it won't give anything. So if we want to print at least one number, we should have one difference between both the numbers. So if you want to print at least one number, we should have at least one difference between both the numbers. That is the thing you need to remember. So here, what I'll do is, yeah, I'll say 1 comma 2. Let's suppose if you say 1 comma 2, it will give 1 in an output. It's the thing happened with it. Now here what I want to do is, I want to print numbers in the range of 10 to 1. I want to print numbers from 10 to 1. So for that, what we need to do here, we need to say for I in range of 10 comma 0, 0 will be excluded and step size will be -1. If you say step size equals to -1, here it will perform decrementation operation. Like it will start with 10, 10 minus 1, next time it will print 9, 9 minus 1, it will print 8, 8 minus 1, it will print 7, so on dash. It will print all the numbers in a decreased order. So here I'll print I. After this, here I'll use a separator end equals to /t. Okay. Now here I'll execute this portion. So here you're getting numbers in a reverse order. So if you specify step size equals to negative value, it will print numbers in a reverse order. In yesterday's session, we saw that how to print our numbers, only odd numbers in the range of 1 to 100, right? We'll do same program by using for loop. It's very easy now. For I in range of, simply you can say 1 comma 101 comma 2. I said in the range of 1 to 100, right? So for that, we need to say 101. So 101 will be excluded, right? Yeah. Now what I will do is simply I'll print I value. And here I want to specify end attribute. So that is separator as /t. Okay. Now here it is an output. So here it is giving all the output. See, it's a very easy one compared to while loop. So most widely used loop is a for loop. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to print all the even numbers in the range of 1 to 100. In the range of 1 to 100, I want to print all the even numbers. Simple for I in range of 1 to 1 comma 101 we need to say here. After that, we need to check the condition, that is if I percentile 2 is equals to 0 or not. If this condition is satisfied, we need to print I value, and we need to keep separator like a tab. So here I want to keep separator like /t. After keeping this separator here, what I'll do is, I'll execute this program simply. It's giving all the even numbers in the range of 1 to 100. So it's a very easy one. And coming to the tomorrow session, we'll discuss how to apply nested for loop and how to print a right angle triangle pattern. After that, we'll start a data structures concept in a next class. So with this, I'm concluding for today. If you have any queries, any questions, ask me now. Any questions to anyone? If anyone have any questions, let me know. No questions? Okay, then thank you. With this, I'm concluding for today. Yeah, someone pinged in chat. So what is meaning of int? So int is nothing but it's an integer data type. Int is nothing but integer data type. Okay, good guys. Thank you. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Yeah, Neeraj, you can end the meeting.